Good luck. Touch him up.
Bivol get the momentum in his favor that early.
Came back to control the entire rest of the fight. Sullivan Barrera.
Barrera told us yesterday, get down to work after he gets out of that first.
Than any opponent Bivol has seen. It makes a lot of sense. The only difference being
Bivol has the quicker hands.
Without
and you're the bigger puncher. Doesn't mean there aren't things you're
type punches. When he hits you, your whole body jokes.
Finding out what happens when you're met with resistance.
And he may be the
where the divisional division. Max, as we get a Stevenson, a guy who has been more or less fighting in Montreal. Sergey Kovalev is considerably more prominent.
And that was some really good stuff for an up-and-coming prospect.
Before, that had to be about styles because Bivol of light heavyweight Gennady Golovkin and after his right eye. Never
better. So I think he's a little bit more diverse than
a boxer puncher, but he is a boxer.
That's what makes him fun to watch.
We wanted questions answered about Bivol already.
Round 2 of the schedule.
I'm seeing from Bivol
was less. Guys, the belt he wanted to try to fight for tonight. He chose to fight. Spectacular amateur career for Bivol. 268 win is under 5 landed jabs. Bivol should not be incurring a loss because the cut is not possible boxer punches.
The most impressive man
to play defense with his legs and get.
So we get a really good.
Landed with much.
And he does that when he comes
a fighter than he's been in with before, and trying to take over the fight. It's come together again, and this time it.
You get a high offense like that, the heads will come together.
Beautiful amateurs and pros.
All power, head, shoulders, everything is coming forward, is going in.
But the one who appears to going and landing combinations.
You've made the point often, Jim. Let's
fence here in this round. Already, Barrera.
Okay, Jim, I got a 3-0.
Schedule 12.
Oh, Jim, I'm really impressed. He's a really good fighter. He lands both shots. He lands the left jab. He lands the straight right hand.
There's another left hook that wobbles Barrera.
It's been a really good fight, but you feel like the whole time that Barrera,
the better technician,
and staying in there, sturdy. Yeah, Sullivan is showing a good job of him constantly as the fight. But there's another.
Bivol is so much quicker than him. Is going a body attack. So if Barrera was smart, he'd attack the punches anyway. He may as well get something out of it.
Bivol with his much faster hands could counter him upstairs.
It's the way it works because it's a one-on-one sport. The other guy has to do something to win,
and that's what the body shot would do if he could do that.
He somehow tilt the fight in his favor via counterpunch. It's a compelling point. Let's see if Barrera will think of it before he left the corner.
That was a good body shot.
Between rounds was his desire to block shot. Straight forward.
Like that. He said, boom, 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 in his hook. What I like about Bivol, besides the feet that
has been under control, but that Barrera got the worst of.
Bivol to Kovalev, who we'll see in the main event tonight, and who are very familiar news for the light heavyweight division, because Bivol has had to
discouraging for Barrera because he can't land a punch harder.
Keep him up.
Barrera Ward visited Bivol's training camp. Might have been on the belt line. There's a right hand. There's a straight right hand by counting offense and landing punches against Dmitry.
Or nearly as quick-footed nor quick-handed as this guy, so still targets. When you fight a guy like Bivol,
Lomachenko right now, I think, is the best example of
be within your punching range, but he's not in a position where you can hit it.
But Bivol, you see, has a very good
Another attempted move.
Good body shot.
Now
upstairs. Where Bivol sometimes, when it looks like the exchange is over, Barrera gives him something to think about.
A lot of steam on his punches right now, too, it seems, Max.
Say, the right hand was pretty good. Now there, Barrera throws it.
Have had Bivol at this point early in the fight. Now
there's a little given Barrera.
Good body shot right there.
Be a little more offensive to go.
Maybe his best body shot. Punches countered by CompuBox. Let's see how Harold 7th. Bivol landing 115 out of 380.
6-0. 60-54 Dmitry Bivol. I love Dmitry Bivol. If you watch the punches, they're fighting Bivol.
So, Roy Jones, if Harold Letterman is on, how would he construct a knockout?
Well, he can at least get a draw in it. But the best way for him, then try to come up and land something big over the top. With And if he hits you with a compact punch like that, he's going to call.
Only knocking Barrera back. There's another right hand.
Because if he wants it bad enough.
Oh, good shot. Right hand shot. Still going forward, trying to get into position.
Real fight.
No, they've all been walkovers by and large.
Because he still can win it if he wants. We've never seen Bivol.
I want to beg to differ based on what I saw in his assignment in the main event against Igor Mikhalkin, against Sullivan Barrera, Russia against Cuba.
That was a good try for a good right hand to the
Hard right hand. It's a pretty good jab. How big a problem is it to have been completely taken away?
Well, speed neutralizes it.
He doesn't look like a hammerhead shark yet.
Kellerman correct in saying that the
Cut over the right eye, swelling on the left side of the forearm, tested physically in a way.
and
we're also seeing that he responds to a type of adversity.
Which suggested that the fighter who got the worst. There ain't many 175-pound fighters who can put punches.
The velocity is right, Jim.
He's a faster, seemingly better fighter. May change past the 8th round only a few times, tripling Barrera in terms of landed punts.
I like that, Jim.
Time in the fight that I think I've sensed that
Seemed to affect Barrera's pace a little bit here, too.
a little bit here, and isn't initiated to try to get just a little breather in round 9.
Oh.
And now he comes back with a hard right hand of his own. Left hook or shoulder at the big screen monitor in the corner of the room.
Good jab by Bivol.
By the way, even if
Bivol came out so sharp, damned the right hand in the first few rounds, that no to Barrera 57 out of 469.
Fought in the middle of the round, but Bivol's out.
this is the kind of fights are important no matter how good a prospect looks.
It's that Bivol's physical qualities, the speed, the quickness,
To yet another level of opponent.
Strong and staying sharp as he was in round 1. In 7 and 8, he slowed, just couldn't know how to take that same precision and sharpness.
In a big fight that you can handle that, that's not something that you've never seen before.
That I will go home and work on.
because withstanding the damage from
He went from boxer puncher who might not be a little less dangerous with the shots.
Yes.
The elite.
maybe Bivol should throw more to the body.
You win the fight very big with headshots more because he's gotten 3 pretty.
Like Barrera was leading with his head a little bit, like he thought maybe, yeah, that's your problem.
I just think that's just how Barrera fights. That's kind of who Barrera is. And when he punches right there.
Barrera.
A couple of good moments for Barrera
good
there.
body.
68 wins and 15 losses as an amateur.
But you know he's confident. And he's really
Modestly, Max, but at the end of the day, you walk out of the
Really
ring.
good test for him.
more impressive to many in obvious.
He didn't try to tell Andre that he had enough to beat him right now.
Well, based on this performance, more than still room for improvement. But
Yes.
Perfectly timed. Them a little bit younger, quicker, and more vibrant.
in how many years you turn on Bivol, Barrera, Beterbiev.
Bivol still looking for a knockout, Roy.
Over 500.
The meeting, I said, we always talk here in the United States about how the United States and Russia view Cuba. They see Cuba.
American champions, we have to get our amateur. Oh,
Down goes Barrera, get up. Harvey not going to let him continue. Gets the TKO in round number 12.